Hello everyone, and thanks for taking the time to watch this. We're going to briefly cover the latest features of the Radicle Jetbrains IDE plugin, and the latest features included in version 0.2.0. So the main thing before we go into the actual features, the main you'll notice here that we've taken it off of the alpha release stream and we've made this more publicly available so people can start using it. It's only a 0.2.0 version, but that should hopefully help people to find the plugin faster. So it's now possible to just navigate to the plugins through the IDE and search for Radicle in the marketplace, and you'll find a 0.2.x version here, which you can install directly through the IDE. Previously, you would have to download separately. So that's about installation and enabling, and then you get all these extra buttons and menu items for Radicle on Radicle initialized repositories and so on. But kind of going through the features for the version, for this new version. So the first one is that it's now possible to publish some Git repo directly from your IDE. So if I can switch back here and let's go ahead and create a new project. Anything, doesn't matter, just an empty project. And let's add a README file here. And so if we make sure that this is a Git repo, yeah, and we have this file and we commit it, we create the first commit, because we need to have a Git repository to publish to Radicle. So now I should be able to share this project on Radicle. This is one of the new options. The default branch is main, and this is a super cool project. You probably can't tell yet, but it will be. And I add a description, and then I have a choice which of the seed nodes I can publish this to. We'll come back to the seed nodes, but these are the three community ones that are seeded into the hard-coded really into the plugin, just so you don't have an empty list here when you're starting off. So let's publish that. You can see the activity here, and the project has been published successfully. You get an open link here so that you can go to the web interface. This is in particular the Radicle hosted web client, but you can also host your own. And in a future version of the plugin, we'll make sure to make that configurable, which web client you want to open. So you don't always have to use the Radicle one, Radicle hosted one. So that's about publishing features. Then let's go to the seed nodes that we briefly touched upon. If I switch back to the IDE, if I access the IDE settings to the Radicles, head to the Radicle section, there's now this seed nodes section where we have that populated list, and I can add my own seed node. And I get a warning here, so I would have to add a valid seed node to be added. We have that check as a validation that the seed node you're trying to add actually works. So I can add and remove seed nodes to the ones that I'll be using most. And then the other new feature is the ability to view and manage your Radicle identities. So switching back to the IDE again, to the IDE settings, there's this identities section, and you can see here all my my peer IDs, my keys. And I can also see which one I currently have enabled, and I can change that. So I can change to another one by using this link, this button here. The final feature we've added, and the one that's taken up kind of most of our time, has been the ability to clone projects, explore and clone projects from seed nodes, Radicle projects. So there are two ways to go about this. So the first one is with just the Rad protocol URL. If we switch back to the web client and we go to one of these, let's pick up this link here, and let's head back to the IDE and access the clone action, which is really just the same as this. And we add this here, get rid of the rad clone command, and this is the Astro Lab. So that clones the source repo, and I can open it and see all the contents. That was one way to clone the project. The other way, if we go back to the browser, is that we can browse through projects and clone them. So here we were looking at willow.radicle garden. Let's see if we can clone that same project directly from the IDE. So if we access the clone dialog again, we have a new Radicle section here. It informs us about the Radicle peer ID we've selected, and I can select Willow, the Radicle Garden. Oh, I need to load. This is only a local search that happens here. So if I want to find that specific project, I'll have to search some more. Obviously, we don't load the whole list because this might be a really huge list. One cool thing is if we need more information about, before we go ahead and clone this, we can double click here, and that will open the project on the Radicle hosted web client. Yeah, this sounds good. So let's go ahead and clone this project. I need to select the directory. And that's cloning the project. And I'll preview this one in safe mode. So there you have it. Those are the latest features now possible through the Radicle plugin. It's also available for installation directly from your IDE. So with again through the plugins and the marketplace, just search for Radicle. If you're using JetBrains IDEs, we'd really appreciate it if you could take some time to test these features out and open an issue if you have any problems. Open an issue in our GitHub repo, which you can also find from the JetBrains IDE marketplace. We'll be really happy to hear from you, and reach out to us on Discord if you have other questions or ideas about things that this plugin can do. That's all for now. Thank you for watching this. Have a wonderful day.